North Memorial Hospital in Robbinsdale launched its AirCare program 40 years ago. Today, the program has 9 helicopters, 45 pilots, and it airlifts about 2,600 patients a year. One of the first to benefit from AirCare was David Olson, who was airlifted after a serious accident. John Lorson talked with Olson and the flight nurse who helped save his life.
I thought I had the strength to go over and hold the shelf up that I saw teetering, and instead it fell and it crushed me.
David Olson was 4 years old in 1985 and trying to play Superman when heavy equipment collapsed on him at his grandpa's shop. He was knocked unconscious, and when he woke up, the first person he saw was an AirCare nurse.
And he calmly told me that I was in a very serious accident, that I was in a helicopter, and that they were bringing me to North Memorial.
Despite going into respiratory arrest with a collapsed lung, David recovered quickly. 40 years later, he got a chance to meet Bob Field, the nurse who saved him.
And when you meet someone who saves your life, it's hard to know what to say. Thank you just isn't good enough.
It's very unusual to get someone to thank you in the way he did, especially 40 years later.
The reunion prompted a trip down memory lane. David was one of the first AirCare patients, and Bob was one of the first AirCare nurses.
One of us sit here, one sat there. We'd be doing patient care this way. I had to weigh 180. Yeah. And I was always dieting.
While technology has changed over the years, little else has. When there's an emergency call, time is of the essence.
These helicopters can fly up to 155 miles an hour and sometimes even faster. It takes just 1 hour to fly from Robbinsdale to Bemidji.
In the early days of AirCare, many of the helicopters came from the Vietnam War.
And it was just hitting the civilian world, and we were right there on the cusp of doing that new type of transport.
Today, they are constantly maintained and updated. For David, time certainly flies, and he'll always be thankful the program launched when it did.
That day when the shelf fell on me, I definitely realized I was not Superman, but I didn't also know that I would meet real supermen and women at North Memorial.
In Robbinsdale, John Lorson, WCCO News.
Olson says his mission now is to raise $40,000 for AirCare. On Friday, North Memorial will hold a program at Chaska's Veterans Park to recognize 40 years and to thank all emergency staff involved in treating patients.